With my tennis shoes still soggy and my clothes still hanging to dry after the 4th of July night's rain, I left Bayfield. And in fact, I left the state of Wisconsin. My first stop in Michigan's Upper Peninsula was Ironwood, Michigan, but I really didn't explore much while in the area over a couple of days. What I did find was a really nice park in the neighboring community of Bessemer called Bluff Valley Park. So these are pictures of that park, and if you need a nice place to hang out for a while, this would do nicely. Good internet, too, on T-Mobile. My next destination, and surprisingly everything had dried out by then, was Baraga State Park. Let's head there now. Hey you guys, Baraga State Park, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Go check it out on Google Maps. Find it. It's on the Lake Superior shoreline, which is where we are. It's Friday evening, the sun is setting. What I want to do is come out here also maybe like tomorrow morning and see if we can get this view for sunrise. I'll walk around and show you the park here in just a moment, because this is a beautiful little park. It is right next to a highway, so there's that. There's actually your sunset. Isn't that just spectacular? I think it's hazy and smoky across the street because that's actually the RV park or the state park. It's Baraga State Park. look at the rest of this side of the road, though. I don't know who belongs to this or who this belongs to. Whether it's the state park or I don't know. But there are benches over here where, you know, you can do the lovers thing. Even a picnic table. And look at this beautiful, majestic pine. Oh, I just walked right into a swarm of lake flies or gnats or something. I think I will go a different direction here. I don't know if you could even tell that happened. But yeah, anyway, look at this park. Just absolutely beautiful. That one's even bigger, that pine tree. Oh, I hope there aren't mosquitoes out here like crazy. All right, let's head back. It really does look almost apocalyptic over here. It's just the state park. There's a lot of people doing a campfire tonight. Earlier today, the road was quite busy. Got a little bit of traffic now, so we'll have to hike it over here. So this is the main entrance. And I believe, so to the right here, there are a lot of tent sites up in this direction. This is the little check-in office. And then this is the RV camping area. So I'll just do a walk around. The light is just perfect for doing this, isn't it? It's a one-way drive. Probably not all that important which way it's a walk, but we'll do the one-way drive thing. A little more sky, a little less sidewalk, right? See if we can do that. So now I feel like I have this thing like right in front of my face, and everybody's going to be looking at me like, what's he doing? Don't blame him. But look at this place. Okay, so my sense upon pulling in here was that I mean, I've seen some RV parks where they park them like sardines. They're just so close to each other. But then you get a nice state park like this, and you have a nice amount of room to get in and out of, and you don't feel like you're sitting right on top of your neighbor. But but this is, that said, this is, love that flag, that lit flag. This is one of the most congested parks that I've been in. It just doesn't feel that way. It feels real comfortable. Have all kinds of rigs in here. Towables. There's a Class A back behind us there. I don't know if you noticed that. All manner of slides. Got fifth wheels. Look at these monsters. Mad props to these guys who drive these fifth wheels around, or even the towables for that matter. I wouldn't want to do it. It would drive me crazy to do that. I would be, yeah, I just wouldn't want to do that. Nice Class C on an extended cab. That's kind of cool. People doing sing-alongs and whatever. This is a really highly extended Class C. Coachman? Interesting. A Freelander. Don't know anything about them, but that is a big unit. That's a pretty good size C right over there, too. And here comes Joy. I noticed and there's a couple of spots open. There's this one here. This one. So 2 on this side of the street. And then the one next to Joy is open. So, care to join me? Sure, come on along. I'll be long gone. Don't do that. Yeah, so that's the little tour, and we'll see you in the next bit. Hey, good morning. It's Saturday. I was just noticing the moon's out. It's partly cloudy, and it's sunrise. And here we are, as promised, for the sunrise over, I don't know what this bay is called. I'll have to look that up and put it on the screen for you. The lake is nice and calm. Not quite glass, but close. There is a light breeze this morning.
Later.
Okay, I think the nature trail that originates in the Baraga State Park starts right here. I don't know if this leaves the park itself, but looks like it's a 3/4 mile loop. That won't be a very long one. But we'll do it anyway. I said be careful of railroad tracks, and here they are. How many of you as a kid used to put pennies or nickels or something on the railroad track when the train was coming in order to get a smushed penny or whatever? I know I did that a time or two. Okay, so let's see here. I mean, that looks like an access road, and I don't think that's part of the trail, but it is a loop. There's something here. Yeah, just caution, railroad track. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what goes on in here. Okay. This looks like it could be the return loop, so we'll go forward this way. It smells wonderful in here. A lot of pine. I have been sneezing a little bit here in the UP. I don't know whether it's because pollen is still a thing or what. I don't know. Maybe just because I sneeze a lot. Okay, this is, you can't really tell this at all on the video, unfortunately, but that goes down quite a ways. And this is a pretty gnarly knot of roots for, looks like maybe this tree. But so let's climb over that and go down the hill. And there's kind of that marshy area wrapping out here into the wooded area. Beautiful little forest, although I can tell that if I stop for too long, the mosquitoes will find me. And so, looks like even if I go too slow, the mosquitoes will find me. It's a very natural trail with a lot of roots to navigate. Oh, this is beautiful. Trail marker? That would be my guess. I noticed back at the park that there was a informational kiosk that was pointing out that there are a number of waterfalls in the area. So as we leave Baraga State Park tomorrow, I was thinking about seeing if we can't find a few of those. Another thing I should probably be a little more mindful of when I get myself out into areas like this is poison ivy, poison oak, stinging nettle, plants that could be expected to be a nuisance to us humans. And I'm not a good botanist, so I don't really have a good sense of what all that looks like. I know that for poison ivy, it's leaves of 3, and so you have to be careful of that. And also that they're kind of a waxy coating on them or something that makes them look pretty obvious. So there's that, I guess. And I don't see any of that around here. But that said, I try to stay on the established trails and not go off-roading too badly. I would recommend that most people doing this kind of thing would do that as well. Unless, of course, you have the gear for it. You know, you're dressed in such a way that it might not be an issue. Wow, there's a lot of mosquitoes and stuff out here. Whew! I'm being swarmed a little bit. But I'm glad to actually be out and doing a hike like this again. As if I don't trip over a root. As you may have heard in a previous video, I would imagine I will talk about it, even though I haven't produced the video yet. On the 4th of July, I ended up with a really nasty blister on the on that ball that's right behind your big toe, on my left foot. And It took a few days to, let that work its way through, but it's feeling fine now. And the shoes that I was wearing when I got that blister in a massive downpour, where I had to walk like 2 miles through it to get back to Joy. My shoes have dried out from that. So I'm back into my normal tennis shoes, which feel comfortable and sure-footed. So that's a good thing. I was actually kind of surprised that I would end up with a blister, but maybe the fact that the shoe got wet was the determining factor there. And as you are probably realizing, we're walking ourselves back into Baraga State Park. And you can see Lake Superior out there through the trees in the distance. Alrighty then. Curious about what this little box garden is about. The signage here, what is it? Oh, good signs. Very informational. Yeah. Okay. So we will remain clueless about that. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the walk and the scenery and the chat. And we'll talk to you in the next segment. Heading out to meet the Sunday morning sunrise. We're at Baraga State Park in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And here's your sunrise. This is beautiful. Right up to the water's edge. Beautiful reflections of the clouds in the calm lake. The sound of the highway traffic going by. Let's walk along the park's shoreline here a little bit. On a still morning like this, you can hear forever. The truck is still audible all the way over here. Look at this pine tree. You could really decorate this up great for Christmas. It is tall. Ah. And the moon's up there. Half moon. All right, well, thanks for enjoying the sunrise with me. I hope you have a great day.